So up to there we are done with like these closed systems. So guys, I will just advise you that please solve the problems related to that closed system. You can adopt any book, either reference book which I told you in the start of the lecture, or you can go with the like your textbook. So it is better to initially start with the reference book, because that has direct kind of questions. So later on you can jump to your textbook. Because as I mentioned that few things are in the textbook which we are going to cover later on, so maybe some questions you will be facing difficulties at the moment. So but at the same time you can ask me even if. So then the next part, which is related to this and the major part of this chapter, which is energy balance on open system. So what are open systems? Any definition? Tala?
जी सर। सर जिसमें
What is the open?
एनर्जी या हम लोग मटेरियल की बात कर लेते हैं, वो लोग मतलब
Yes.
मटेरियल वहां से एंटर भी हो जाए और लीव भी कर जाए।
Yes, definitely those are called open systems. So, by the way, up to here we have studied closed systems. So, what do you guys think? Is there any need to study the open system? Is it necessary? Why we are gonna study it? What is its importance? I think I already mentioned few minutes back in the last part of the lecture. Look, whenever you will look, you will be looking at the real world applications here in chemical engineering. Most of them, I should say precisely, maybe not that accurately, but somehow they are, I think, close to 99%. They will be like open systems. For example, you deal with the reactors, material get in, they get converted to the products and leave. Similarly, you have a distillation column in which separation of the main various components of the feed takes place. So all they get in and then leave. So all most of these are the open system, except very few example of very small scale industries. So others mostly you will be dealing are open systems. So due to this reason, it is necessary, being chemical engineer, you should be able to solve problems which involve open systems. So these are the system in which material can flow in or out. So whenever material is flowing in or out of the system, so it's mean it will be carrying energy in the form of kinetic potential and internal energy. In the last part of the lecture, when we discussed closed system, I told you that energy is transferred in those systems in only two forms. And what are those two forms?
Heat and work.
Heat and work only. It is transferred. But guys, remember one thing, maybe you can get confused. I told you there that energy is stored in the form of kinetic potential and internal energy, and that is stored actually in the contents which are available inside that system. But transfer only takes place in the form of heat and work, and we just solved the example in which we saw that energy is transferred in the form of like heat getting into the system and work done by the system. But here when you talk about the open systems, here energy exchange between the system content and surrounding, or I should say energy exchange between the system and surrounding, will take place in all five forms. And what are those five forms? Anyone? अब्दुल्ला आप बताओ. Abdullah, are you here? Okay, Talha. Energy will be transferred in open system in or out.
तो एक नेटवर्क का बहुत ज़्यादा इशू है, मैं आपका क्वेश्चन समझ नहीं सका.
Okay, right, just leave it. Let me tell you guys. So energy in open system will be transferred in all five systems in the form of kinetic, potential, work, as well as heat. So look at this example. There is some system, and this system is somehow you can just ignore overall what is happening inside the system. Just consider that we are considering overall there are 3-4 equipments and all we are taking at a one unit. We have considered a system boundary across this, and the thing here, the important thing which is like some material, for example water is flowing inside this system from some reservoir. So when water molecules are coming into the system, they will be carrying some energy in the form of kinetic, potential and internal energy. And why I am not saying here that these water molecules will be carrying energy in the form of Q and W. The reason, because I said energy can be stored in any material only in these three forms. Due to this, I said here it will be carried with these molecules in the form of kinetic, potential and internal energy. So let's get into the system. Whatever happening, we are not concerned about this at the moment. Just look at the point 2. When this material, any material which is moving out of the system, definitely if it contains mass m2, it will be carrying like kinetic, potential and internal energy. Maybe any one of these in like large amount, other are in small amount, but all three are contributing somehow. At the same time, because this is now open system in which material is getting in and out of the system, so these are the three form of the energies. At the same time, you will be maybe exchanging. It depends on the application, but here in this question, yes, there is a work done on the system as well as work done by the system. So work done on the system, like this liquid which is coming to this pump, so pump it, increase its pressure. So here we are doing electric work. So this is work done on the system. As well, there is work done by the system. Here the turbine is there, so turbine will be moving. It's like shaft will be pushing or moving the generator or some other equipment. So in that case, work is done by the system. And then there is heat coming into the system here. I mean, in this case, in heat exchanger, if you are supplying the heat, so it is heat added, which is positive, and heat leaving from the system, that will be negative sign. So overall in this example, actually all 5 forms of work are done. So all 5 form of energy transfer mechanism are there, like energy is being transferred in all 5 forms. So out of these, the work which we are going to consider here, before this, we just said only the term work for closed systems. That was only one type of work, and mostly that is like due to movement of some piston or like electric work or something like that. But here in this case, when there is an open system, mostly the work consists of 2 sides or 2 terms. One is called like, we call it something shaft work, and other is like flow work. So let's look at those. Where like here in this open system, when you have to involve 2 type of work, and before that you know that work is like flow of energy or transfer of energy when your driving force is something other than temperature difference. For example, I mean, there can be voltage, so it is called electric work. Like there is a force, something you call it like mechanical work, or maybe torque, that is also included in this mechanical work. So I mean, this work is most of the time here in open system, that is sum of 2 works, that is shaft work and flow work. What does shaft work mean? Anyone know about it? Shaft work.
Sir, work of turbine.
Yeah, work of turbine, work of pump, mean when there is some shaft. For example, in case of pump, I think all of you have seen water pumps in your house or somewhere in the surrounding. Did you see water pumps, which you guys usually call motor? So that
Yes,
consists
sir.
of 2 parts. What are those 2 parts? One is electric part side, where you provide the electricity, and that moves, motor moves due to this electricity. Like your electric energy during that is converted to the mechanical energy. And one, there is a shaft which is next connected to some part. I think you guys studied fluid flow, so maybe you have studied something called impeller, which is used to push the liquid. So that shaft is connected to that impeller. So overall here, this electric energy is being converted to the mechanical energy, and that mechanical energy is being used to push the water. So this here we call it shaft work, when you are just pushing something or moving something with the help of shaft. Other, as she mentioned here, like that is something called turbine. So in turbine, what happens? You bring the
सही
steam in
क्वेश्चन
contact with
है.
the turbine. Hold on, Tala. When you bring the steam in contact with the turbine, so main turbine blades are moved with the help of steam, and when they move, then there is a shaft which is coming out of the turbine, and that is connected to some other moving equipment. For example, if you want to produce electricity, you will just connect it to the generator. So in that case, that now shaft work is again taking place in case of turbine. So this such kind of work is named as live shaft work, when you are doing work with the help of some moving part. Shaft is something, just solid cylinder which is connected to some part, something else. So this shaft work is the rate of work done like on a process fluid and fluid which you are moving within the system, which is coming into the system or leaving out of the system. And this example here, it is a pump rotor. Tala, go ahead with your question. Tala, I can't hear you. Are you asking something?
जी जी सर, आवाज आ रही है आपको?
Go
क्वेश्चन
ahead.
मेरा ये था कि हम लोग इसमें इक्विलिब्रियम को अटैच करते हैं या इसमें इक्विलिब्रियम की बात नहीं हम लोग करते? लेट्स से कि ये थर्मो डायनामिक इक्विलिब्रियम की हम लोग बात कर लेते हैं कि अगर एक सिस्टम इक्विलिब्रियम है तो उसमें हम लोग ये शाफ्ट वर्क की बात करेंगे या नहीं?
What does your word equilibrium mean? I don't
अगर
know
वो
what I'm talking about.
किसी भी मोटर या मशीन से रिलेटेड है तो
I really don't understand your question. Just leave that till the end of lecture. You can make some discussion with me. Okay, let me finish this, because already some people will be worried that when it will finish. Okay, Tala, just hold it on. I will discuss with you, because I'm not understanding at the moment what you are talking about.
ओके
Maybe
सर, वो
yeah.
एक्चुअली यहाँ पे ना
Work
काफी
flow
इंटरनेट
is
प्रॉब्लम है तो मैं बाद में डिस्कस करता हूँ. ओके सर.
work is okay. The flow work, the other work type which I said that in the work you which is shaft work plus flow work. So flow work which is performed on the system or by the system when your fluids push something. For example, in the first case which I told you, the shaft work, you are pushing some fluid with the help of some mechanical part. But in the other case, for example, if you are like fluids are pushing something, that will be called as flow work. So main here flow work or rate of the work is done on the fluid, like at the system inlet minus, if you want to look at the overall net flow work, so that will be the work done by by the system, sorry, on the system minus by the system. So let's look at few diagram and to make it more clarified. So look at this. In this system you can see that this is our system, which is a pump or rotor. You can see here, like this here will be shaft which will be connected to the electric motor, and when this you just turn on the motor, what happens, this rotor start moving, and when any water which will be coming in contact with this, it's like you increase its energy, like that will be a pressure in the form of pressure energy. So you are just working on the system here, system is working on any fluid which is coming in contact with this. So overall you will say that this work is done by the system on the surrounding, and that surrounding is here fluid. So that is the shaft work. Opposite to this, like in this diagram, this is I think both from your textbook, so you can see that in such kind of system, for example, you are burning any fuel. So in order to burn the fuel, what we bring in contact is the fuel and air. So in order to burn this, sometime what they do, they just heat up the fresh air. So this heat exchanger equipment is not like this open vessel in which two things are mixing. No, this will be the closed system in which air will be moving through some pipes and through other some assembly, the other gases which are at high temperature. You can see here their temperature which is at like 800 Kelvin, and when they are leaving, their temperature is 390 Kelvin. So they come in contact with each other, both like this hot fluid and fresh air which is at low, they come in contact and heat exchange takes place indirectly. Then this air comes here, fuel and air burn, and during combustion, you know that flue gases are produced, and they are produced at high temperature, and then they are just moving out of the system. So the thing which I want to tell here is, like when this you are bringing gases into the system, so you will definitely, this fresh air initially you will be pushing it with the help of some other equipment which you can call compressor, because this is gas and gas is compressed with the help of compressor. So what you are doing, you are working on the system because they are just being pushed into the system by somewhere outsourced, As well, here the fuel will be also pushed inside. If it is liquid fuel, it will be pumped with the help of, like pump if it is liquid. Otherwise, if it is gas, again compressor will be used. So in these both cases, here your fluids which are coming at high pressure, they are working on the system. But in the other case, like when flue gases are leaving out of the system, when they are going out, these flue gases can be used to push something else. So it means your system, which are these flue gases, they are working on some surrounding part. Its example is, for example, you can take these flue gases, and even in some power plants we have turbines which move with the help of flue gases. So in those cases, like this will be the work done by these flue gases. It will be like work done by your system. In this case specifically, I am taking gases as my system. You can take it reverse. For example, if you take that turbine as your system, then that will be work done by these gases on that system. In this case, its symbol will just change, either it is positive or negative. So this is the example of like flow work. So in order to calculate this flow work, let's take a simple example, and I think I will stop here hopefully. In order to calculate this, for example, there is a process unit in which some fluid is flowing, and that has a pressure and like something volumetric flow rate given here as well when it is leaving. So if we want to just calculate the net work done on this system, so how you can calculate? First of all, if these have high pressure and this volumetric flow rate, they do some work on this system. So can you calculate that work? Is there any formula to calculate this flow work? Hello guys. Okay, I think you guys studied simple formula for calculating the work, if you remember somewhere from FSC. Force multiplied by displacement. Can I use that formula here? Can I use that formula here? Work is equal to, can you see at the screen? I'm writing that formula.
Sir, W जो है P del V.
Yeah.
So
okay.
P del
So
V.
here, look, just if I want to convert it to something else, actually you will use PV. So what I do, this is the distance multiplied by area. If I just multiply and divide this equation by area, will there be any effect on equation, on its consistency? No. So force per unit area, what is this? This is pressure. And one dimension multiplied by area, this gives you the volume. So if something is in per unit, it will be volumetric flow rate. So you can calculate here work, because the data given is in the form of not in the form of force and distance, it is in the form of pressure and volume. So you can calculate here the work, flow work, that is PV, P in, V in. As well, for this outside stream, similarly you have pressure and the volume, so you can calculate the work. And if I look at this, at inlet, work done is this P multiplied by V getting in. As well for out, you can use this. And if you want to look at the net work, so that is mean in minus out. So PV in minus PV out, this will be net work done. So this is for one stream only. I considered here one stream, but guys, later on when you have to solve the problem, maybe you can have more than one stream. So what you have to do, just add all inlet streams as input and all outlet stream work done as output. So you can just add those terms and can calculate this flow work. So we will start hopefully next lecture from here. What is specific property, then specific enthalpy and internal energy, and then we'll solve one equation for this open system material balance. But up to here we have discovered the things which were related to like closed system and open system, few terminologies, and the major thing